Hello and welcome to Ari'ze Women Network. This is Queen F of Queen F Speaks, and I just wanted to jump on here. I'm not going to stay on here long, but I had to come and share a few of my thoughts with you guys. We're going to talk about what no one wants to talk about. Baby, let's talk about it. We got to talk about that fear. We got to talk about some things that's stirring up in us and in people surrounding us in this world that needs to be addressed. Let's talk about what no one wants to talk about. Let's get it cracking. Join us on the Rise Women Network, where our special guests will be speaking about economics, gentrification, colorism, film reviews, health and wellness, reparations, celebrity news, and entrepreneurship. Thank you and be sure to tune in. Okay, and thank you for joining me. Now, it's really something else. It's a shame that I had to put that particular thumbnail. This is back in 2020 when shoppers were fighting over food, when we were in the middle of the pandemic. But you know what? I wanted to add that just an example of something that we're all going through, that we have went through, which is what we don't want to talk about, which is fear. With what's going on in the news, what's going on in the world, we're kind of like in a whole nother dimension, and people are fearful. But guess what? We got to talk about it. There's a young man. I'm about to show this guy. I don't want to say God. Let me give him his respect. He is a guru. He is Sadhguru. I don't know if you know of him. He's an Indian wise man that he's going to give you the what we call, he going to give you the 411 on what we need to do. We are living in fear as people in this world. But you know what? We're going to talk about what nobody else want to talk about, baby. When I saw this particular video today, baby, it hit me in my gut like, wow, this is what I've been looking for. This is what I've been going through. I personally have been dealing with my own fear, and that's what we're going to talk about. Baby, fear will take you down. Fear will stop you from enjoying life, and you will be a walking zombie. You will be pretty much here, but dead to the world. And this is what we're going to talk about. This man, I tell you, I am so blessed that I came upon him. Sadhguru is an Indian wisdom man who he speaks very intelligent, but he gives you the 411. He gives you the humor. He is a very intelligent. He's got 482 views on this particular video, which is Change Your Life with Eternal Wisdom. Baby, you got to listen to this, honey, because this is the first time I've ever heard someone speak this. And this is the full truth of what he's talking about. Baby, it's gonna hit you in your gut. Now I'm finna play it now. Please share this video with all of your friends. Like, subscribe to this channel, because baby, this man, he said it all. Okay, so we're gonna listen to Sadhguru, Change Your Life. I don't wanna, this is not to infringe on this video. I'm under the standing license of YouTube, and this is pretty much just, for commentary. So I'm gonna stop it here and there, but here we go.
Many times in my daily life, fear stops me from doing small things and bigger things. Fear from failure, fear from maybe from rejection sometimes. Uh, how to overcome this fear?
You cannot overcome something which does not exist. Right now, are you in fear? Right now. I mean, say something, fear. Every moment of your life you're in fear. No, just in fear. Just stay like that. Because to create fear, you have to use excessive imagination. Things that have not happened, you're creating. What may happen in your mind happens in 1,000 different formats, and most probably it never happens. The things that you feared, take 100 things that you have feared, probably 99 of them never happened, isn't it? Yes, to not be in fear, you don't have to do anything. So your fear is always about that which does not exist. You cannot fight or you cannot overcome that which does not exist. We can overcome something that exists. You cannot overcome that which does not exist. You just have to give up that effort.
Now, isn't that true that a lot of what we fear, it sometimes is all in our minds? It has not taken place. We pretty much freak ourselves out. We scare ourselves. We're creating our own horror stories, and it's really a shame that some of us are stuck in our fear, that it immobilizes us. It keeps us stuck. It keeps us stuck in a certain place in our lives. It keeps us stuck in certain communities. Some people have not lived outside of their community for years. They go from 41st Street to 87th Street. They go from the south side to the north side. They don't even leave the city of wherever you're living. Fear does that. Fear did that to me many years. And it's really important that we step outside of fear, because there's a whole world out there that we're not living.
Enjoy the fear. After all, it's your making. You like horror movies. Yes, I mean, you're saying no, but you're producing them. It's just they're not making money, that's all. Start using your mind differently. It's just gotten into your pattern. Just gotten into your pattern of just creating horror movies all the time. Fear means you're producing horror movies in your mind. Nobody else is willing to watch. That's bad for the producer. But you're producing them.
Now, isn't that true that we create the fears in our own minds, and nobody wants to hear it? Nobody wants to delve deep into our fears, because pretty much, there are things that hasn't existed. Sure enough, we have stories. We have stories in our lives of things that have taken place, and we want to share those things. But like he's going to say, 99% of what we think is going to happen has not even happened, you know. So we've got to learn how to not freak our own selves out, not, bring fear into our lives that immobilizes us. We've got to learn how to change our life.
So you produce something else, produce a comedy, a love story, suspense, thriller. Try and see today. Just sit down, produce a love story, a suspense thriller, a comedy. 5 minutes movies you make in your mind. Really. You have watched enough horror movies, they're boring. Create something else.
Mhm.
Even it's not that if you produce these movies, those things will happen in your life. Still, they may not happen. At least you enjoy the movie. In reality, it may not happen, so what? At least you enjoy what's happening in your mind. If you cannot enjoy what's happening in the world, isn't it? That much privilege every human being deserves, isn't it so? Even if the world is not kind to him, at least his own mind should be kind to him, should produce some nice movies.
I have been seeing your
I tell you, that's what I'm saying. This brother, this guru, God bless him because he really helped me today. And today I wanted to help my subscribers. Please, let's not create our own horror stories in our own minds. Some things have not even taken place. Those things that we fear, such as the current state of the world, you know, with what's happening in the state of the world, true enough, there's a lot going on. True enough, they're saying that we're going into a cashless society. There's drought, there's flooding everywhere, and you know, we can only do and control what we can control, which is ourselves and our minds. Control yourself, your mind. Do not let fear overtake you, baby, because like Paul Mooney said, it's he said, well, this was Dick Gregory. I'm gonna go to what he said. He said it's all a game. Even God doesn't want you to be so serious. Allah, Jehovah, Yahweh, Mayet, whoever you want to be, whoever is your God. They don't want you to take life so serious because it's a short amount of time that we're all gonna be here. Why waste that time in fear? Why waste that time in sorrow? I can speak for myself and tell you that sorrow, it doesn't do anything. It robs you of time. You know, True enough, we're empaths. We want to take the world and help everyone in the world and cover people and comfort them. And our grieving sometimes supersedes our own mind, and we're up at night and we're praying for people. We're worrying about this, worrying about that. You cannot do anything or change anything or anyone worrying. In fact, worrying is unpleasing to God. That's just time wasted. So all we can do, pray for the world, the different events that are going on. All we can do is pretty much, take that information and know that whatever comes our way, we will overcome it. We survived yesterday, we will survive today. It's a saying that says, I saw yesterday and I know what it looks like. Today, I will live in the present, and I am equipped with everything to handle that whatever happens today. The news, the issues that are going on in the world, we don't have any control over, but we have control over our prayer life, being a prayer, stepping in, praying for the world, the people of the world, and for the leaders, and pray for ourselves. I always say, back in the day, we had what, neck bones, red beans, and rice. And baby, if we have to go back to eating just rice and beans, we will do that. But we will not sell our souls out. We will not panic. If there's a cashless society, so let that be. We pretty much don't deal with cash that much anyway nowadays. Everything is run by computers and A1. Okay, man think he got everything, he's doing something. Watch out. Watch God. Watch Maya. Watch Mother Nature. Mother Nature already tearing stuff up, baby, because you're not taking care of the environment. But you know what? We're going to be okay. We are really going to be okay in spite of what you see about the Wall Street or the crypto dollar and people losing money. And God bless the creator of Cash App, this young man that passed recently. I don't know what happened, but you know what? God knows. God knows. And rest his soul. Every time I look at Cash App, I think about that young man that created it. Something that would benefit people, that you didn't have to pay, all these fees. Remember back in the day when you had overdraft fees and it was $25 and you went to somewhere to shop or Popeye's chicken or somewhere and look and tried to order you some chicken or whatever or some groceries and it was like, oh, your account is overdraft. All them overdraft fees. But here, fast forward 2023, and we didn't have to deal with that with Cash App. We don't have to deal with that with PayPal. But guess what? They finna eliminate all that. And Fed now is on the way, baby. Guess what? They want to watch us and watch everything we're doing and what we're eating and one YouTuber said it's gonna be come a time where they'll be able to look at your account and look at what you're spending and say, uh-oh, you're not gonna be able to purchase that because you purchased that 15 times in 3 months. Hey, you're out of tissue paper. Why don't you get some of that? Hey, you need to pay your light bill. You have $52 left on your light bill. All that A1, baby, is coming. It's coming. Artificial intelligence is taking over. But guess what? Like Kendrick Lamar said, we gonna be all right. I promise you we gonna be all right. If you just don't live in fear, pray about it, sit to the side, be quiet sometime, meditate, tap into the right frequency, get rid of some of the foods that we eat. I'm not one to talk about it, but I know it needs to be done. I'm eating more fruits and vegetables. Yeah, some of that stuff ain't agreeing with me, some of the meats, but eventually I'm gonna wean myself off and it's gonna be okay. I'm gonna do it. But in the meantime, we've got to just practice better practices of having faith, being patient, not living in fear, because fear robs us of the present moment. And that's the message I wanted to bring today. I'm going to get on off of here because I know that nowadays they got the 10, 20, 15-minute attention span. Nobody really wants to look at long videos, but you know what? One day you're going to sit down and you're going to look at them long videos, baby. And like Sadhguru, his videos, very encouraging. You're going to need it. You're going to need it. Yeah, all the empowerment videos, even on the Rise Woman Network, we have empowerment videos. So check us out. We've got a lot of different videos. We've got one channel playlist, which is everything Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant, the star, his last video he made, empowerment, encouraging others. We've got health and wellness. We're going to have the Ari'ze Women Food Network coming. We're going to have Ari'ze Sports coming. One YouTuber said, oh, I don't want to deal with no sports. We don't need to be looking at all of that. Baby, we need to quit being so serious and enjoy life. Look at you some sports, okay? Look at you some comedy. Because all the seriousness, all the knowledge that we acquire and want to acquire, all it's going to do is fill our heads, make our heads bigger than what it is, and make us sadder. Because, baby, I'm telling you, the more you know, the sadder you become when you realize really what the deal is, really how we've been miseducated. Really what's important in life. It's not the dollars that we look into our bank account. It's what's in our hearts and how we help one another and how we support one another. That's one thing I want to talk about too. Support your YouTubers, your bloggers, your podcasters, your small businesses, baby, because I'm telling you, we're going to need each other. We are going to need each other to empower, to encourage, to increase our finances. And it don't take but a minute to hit that like button, baby. Don't be a hater. That button, you don't even have to make a comment. Purchase a small business owner's service or merchandise. Support one another. But the main thing I want to say is, baby, do not live in fear. Because fear will overtake you and it will drown you, and you will be a walking zombie around here. Part of the Hunger Games. If you had to pull out some red beans and rice, do that. If you have to open up a little lemon stand, baby. Oh, hey, your kids open up a little lemon stand in a parking lot or in a park and sell some lemonade. Do what you got to do. But let's talk about what nobody want to talk about, that fear. Let fear go, let it go. Thank you, Sadhguru, for the message you sent. And I hope you guys enjoyed this message. I'm going to get on off of here. I just wanted to talk about what nobody want to talk about, baby. Fear. Let it go, let it go. It is no good. And you be blessed, and you keep coming back to Rise Women Network. We will keep empowering and encouraging you. And thank you, and you be blessed. Join us on the Rise Women Network, where our special guests will be speaking about economics, gentrification, colorism, film reviews, health and wellness, reparations, celebrity news, and entrepreneurship. Thank you, and be sure to tune in.